the best vanilla cupcake recipe ever. Hello everyone and welcome back to Yandinnas Yummies. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious vanilla cupcake with vanilla icing. It's so smooth and creamy. First we're going to need butter and sugar. We're going to be blending them up for at least 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, grab yourself a separate bowl where we're now going to be adding in the flour, the baking powder and the salt. Don't forget to sift it all. Whisk it together and just push it aside. If you'd like to see more yummy recipes, then don't forget to subscribe to Yandinnas Yummies and then hit that notification bell so you never miss another one of my videos. Alright, now that we've whipped that up, scrape down the sides and then we're going to be adding in the oil and the vanilla. Again, we want to blend that up until it is well combined. Now, if you keep notice on my channel, I will be adding many new varieties of flavors that you can use this vanilla recipe for. Once all those wet ingredients are well mixed together, then we're going to be grabbing 2 dishes. I'm just using 2 glasses here, so we can separate our eggs. Yes, we're going to be adding the 2 eggs, and we're going to be separating the yolk from the egg whites. Now we're going to be blending in just the egg whites first. This way it makes the butter a lot more fluffy and smooth and creamy. And if we do this for at least 10 minutes, then you will find that your recipe is 100 times better than if you were to just do it for say 1. So go enjoy a cup of tea or a coffee while you wait for that to blend. Don't forget to regularly scrape down the sides too. We don't want to miss any of the ingredients. Now whip that up for a few more minutes and then we'll be moving on to the next part, which is adding the dry ingredients. But before we do that, I'm going to grab a cupcake liner, a cupcake tray, and then fill it full of liners. Here I've just chosen some red, but you can pick any colour you like. Now stopping the machine, once it's been whipped up for quite a while, we're going to be adding in half of the dry ingredients. Now just grab yourself a scoop of some sort, put in half of it, and whip it back up again. Once that's mixed in, we're going to be adding some milk. Only drizzling the milk in really slowly so it doesn't splash up everywhere. Here we're going to be alternating between the flour and the milk. So whip up the first batch of flour, drizzle in a little bit of milk, add the remaining flour, and then the milk, and so forth. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and why don't you comment what flavour cupcake you would like to see next. Oh, and hit that notification bell, that way you never miss another one of my videos again. When all your remaining milk and flour have been added to the batter and your batter is well whipped together, then we're going to be scooping it into the cupcake liners. But before we do that, don't forget to add the egg yolk, which I almost did. Oops. Okay, so we add the egg yolk, only whip it for another second more, then we scoop it into the cupcake liners. We're going to be filling up the cupcake liners about 3/4 full. We do not want to overfill it because we don't want it overflowing in the oven. Here I just used a scoop to fill them all up. And try not to make a big mess like I just did. Oh, these cupcakes are going to be so yummy. And I can't wait to try many different varieties and show you what can be done. This recipe makes 18 cupcakes. Well, thereabouts. Anyway, now we're going to be cooking our cupcakes in the oven. We're going to place the oven on 160 degrees Celsius. And mine's at fan force, so I would say 180 if it's not fan force. We're going to cook them for 25 to 27 minutes. Now, when you can put a skewer inside the cupcake and pull it out and it's nice and clean, that's how you'll know that they're done. Keep an eye out until they are golden brown. Here they are, and they bake all roughly the same size. Now onto the icing. Now this icing is so creamy and so smooth. Alright, first of all we're going to be adding in the powdered sugar and the pasteurized egg whites. And we're going to be whipping them up separately first. Using a whisk attachment, we're going to be whisking them for probably 5 to 10 minutes until you can see almost a stiff consistency. Then we're going to be adding in the salt and the vanilla flavouring. And we're going to continue to whisk them up. Again, we're going to continue to whisk it for about another 7 to 10 minutes. We're going to turn it down to a low speed. The lower the speed, the better, because it will remove a lot of the air bubbles. You can switch over to a paddle attachment here, but I didn't have mine handy because I couldn't find where I'd place it. Anyway, add in the butter, and then once you've added the butter, you do not want to overmix it. Once it's combined, we're just going to scrape down the sides once in a while and slowly fold it in. Now if your batter is still looking a little yellow from all that butter, then just add a tiny drop of purple into your batter to help make it turn white. Here I'm going to be piping on the icing. We're going to need a large piping bag and a piping tip. I'm using a 2D piping tip, but you can use a 1M or any tip you like. Wrap the piping bag around your least dominant hand, then use your dominant hand to scrape in all the icing into the piping bag. You'll find that you'll have a lot more control doing it this way. If you don't want to use your hand, you can grab a large cup or something similar and place a piping bag inside that, wrap it around to scoop the icing in. Twist the end of the bag and then grab a firm grip on the icing and squeeze. Now here I'm going to start on the outside and squeeze all the way around the outside, working my way to the middle to make a beautiful star right in the center. Don't they look delicious? Yummy! Now we're going to decorate these beautiful cupcakes with some sprinkles, because all of my children love sprinkles. I'm sure yours probably do too. Then I topped them with some little ornaments, some little bows and roses made out of fondant. And there you have it. Yummy, yummy cupcakes. Oh, these went so fast in my house. I bet they will in yours too. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see more of my yummy recipes. Thanks for watching Yandinnas Yummies. Goodbye.